Like, just not really interested in what you're doing. That's kind of me right now, honestly. Twitter has revived itself, apparently, though. That's an emote I haven't seen before. Oh yeah, that'd be hype. That would be hype, Greg. Been doing anything exciting lately? Shoutouts to both Yeti shirts right now being pretty cool, I'd say. I don't think I would get either of them, but I think they look pretty neat. That's like definitely a thing I see for like many shirts. It's like I wouldn't get that, but I think that's pretty cool. I know a lot of people say that for the Yeti that they would buy a lot more things if they could just buy it as like a poster and not as a shirt. I think it would be also a good play if they offer just sweaters and tank tops all year round. I don't understand why they only offer sweaters in the winter, cold months, and then they offer tank tops in the summer. I don't understand why they don't offer both year round. It doesn't really make sense to me why it's like that. Probably lost like 3 seconds to that movement. Oh, really? For the first time, huh? You're on chapter 6. If you are at Flower Fields, that is chapter 6. I guess depends if you've entered the chapter or not, I suppose. And you played Earthbound / Mother 3 and fell in love. I've never played Earthbound, but I don't think I have any immediate interest to play Earthbound, I would say. So you're gonna play through Bug Fables then afterwards, Greg? I think for me at least, I think Bug Fables did a lot things better than Paper Mario, in my opinion. If I had to say so myself, at least. That's at least my opinion of it when I played through the game. Did my casual playthrough, I was like, damn. Everything about this is just kind of like better than, or like a lot of things about it are better than Paper Mario. Like, I'm glad that like the 3 characters feel equal and not like in Paper Mario where it's like, oh, you have Mario and then you have your sidekicks who exist with you, kind of. I think it's weird to me how in Pape 64 your partners don't have health, but if they get hit by anything they're stunned for like 2 turns, I think it is, and they just can't do anything. But there's like only 3 moves in the game or something like that that actually hit your partner, so it's so weird to me. Oh, is it 1 to 3? Because at least in the speedrun you would like... The only time that's ever relevant is for Wave on Final Bowser. Because the only other one I can think of is like the red embers in the volcano. I can't think of any other. There's that. The bees in Flower Fields. I think those can hit your partner as well. Aside from those 3, I can't think of any other moves that hit your partner. Same with how in the tutorial boss fight, I guess, in Prologue with Goomba King, that's like the only fight where you can interact with the background. There's like this one enemy, I think they're called Gulpins, that you see in Chapter 7, and they have this stack of rocks that you can like attack, but I don't know, it's not really quite the same because that's like attached to the enemy itself and not like the background. Because like in the Goomba King fight, the tree's just straight up like in the background, just doing its thing. I mean, I guess for a casual playthrough, you're not gonna know like which partner attacks are gonna cause themselves to take damage from an enemy. But I guess eventually, you kind of figure like, oh, this move has like armor and this move doesn't, or whatever. Oh yeah, the slot machine. Are you using Watt a lot as your like main partner? So it seems like a lot of people who casually play Pape 64 really like Watt. Just because she ignores defense. Pretty sure Watt's a girl because... But Pape 64 fucks up, and sometimes, at least in the English, I don't know about in Japanese if it's the same, but in English at least, sometimes it refers to Watt as girl and other times as boy, so it's like, yep. You know, I think most people would agree it's her, I would say. Do you like Sushi and Bama and Wyatt? Use Goombario more than most since you use Tattle. That's fair. Yeah. And plus, when you tattle an enemy, you get to like learn things about it, which is pretty neat. It also tells you like its like defense and such, which is one cool thing that Bug Fables does, is when you tattle an enemy in that game, it shows you its defense, which is not a thing in 64 or TTYD, so that's like a huge plus. I guess there is the badge called, it's Peekaboo in 64 that just shows enemy badges, but it's also nice not having to have the badge equipped because BP is very valuable. I hope you're not being shy to use your FP though, because I remember watching one of my friends like a few years back casual through Pape 64, and he would just never use his FP for anything, and I'm like, dude, just use it, come on. It's actually so busted in 64 that toad houses are just free to sleep at, and there's like a lot of heart blocks throughout the game, which are also free to use, so it's like, thinking about it, it's pretty OP that you can just get free heals at like pretty much every area. Shoutouts to Evan, the homie, but back when he existed still, he ran T2ID, and then he started running Pape 64, because we were all doing it, and I remember he was like doing his first run, and he was like, how much does it cost to use the heart block here in Shiver City? And we were all just like, what? It's free, lol. But in T2ID, you gotta pay to use the heart blocks. Doing a good job at selling you on these Bug Fables. It's such a good game. I just got to watch one of my friends play through it recently, and I'm like, damn, this game's good. You can also moonwalk in that game, which is hype. I forget if it's controller dependent. I'm not sure actually, because I know like using GameCube controller is like a little weird compared to using like other controllers. It's like just slightly weird the way it functions. Because apparently using GameCube is just scuffed on everything that isn't Dolphin. You're eating? I hope your eating is hype. When's the Bug Fables cats? It's so good. Talk to me, baby. Can you sticky walk? Unfortunately, I don't think you can sticky walk in Bug Fables, sadly. Pogging my brain soda over these veggies. Dude, veggies are so good. I thought I would get caught in this corner here, but he just didn't. I was like, okay. Anyone who says they don't like vegetables is tripping. Like, nah. That's just incorrect. Vegetables are hype. But a good point one of my friends brought up one day is that a lot of people might not like vegetables because maybe their parents didn't know how to prepare vegetables good. Which is a possibility. I've definitely have heard that from people where it's like, oh yeah, my parents like just didn't cook them good, ever. Like, I have this bag of frozen broccoli, And it does not hit as good because once it's cooked, it's like soft and like not as good as like fresh broccoli when like you cook it and it's like still like kind of like crispy, I guess. Yeah, it's definitely not as hype, for sure. VeggieTales IRL speedrun. I don't think I ever watched VeggieTales as a kid. Getting got by emotes, the classic. Your grandma made you watch that? Oh man. I mean, my understanding is that it's like good, right? Or like it was at least something that was watchable, maybe. Get kids into religion. Is that actually fact or is that like a meme? I don't know if I'm getting like trolled or not. Oh, really? That's less hype then. Oh, never mind. Fuck VeggieTales. All my homies hate VeggieTales. Meanwhile, Binding of Isaac out here. A game that I put like over 1,000 hours into is like has so much like biblical shit in it. Alright, so you're downloading Bug Fables Cats as we speak, so you can prepare for your playthrough. Bruh. That's a definite bruh moment. Wait, is that name 2 or 3 underscores? I actually can't tell. 3? Alright, word. I was like, I'm thinking 3. It looks like 3. Just read that, I'm like, yeah, nah. I'm trying to remove the possibility of dealing with that shit. You know, imagine not replaying the same games over and over. Definitely not any of us, ever. Not a single time. Anytime you play new games, you just play really old games. Case in point, last new games were Mario 3 and Pape 64. Well, the current casual game I'm going through is Link to the Past. Which I played one day of, and I was having fun with it, but the SNES controller was like hurting my thumb. I guess because like I was just holding down the left D-pad, the D-pad with my thumb for like 3 hours straight, basically, and I was just like making my thumb sore. So I took like in the moment I was like, okay, I'm gonna not play this for like a few days so I can like feel better. And then I just haven't felt like playing since. I don't know why though, like when I was playing through Twilight Princess, I was like pretty into the Twilight Princess. I don't know if it just being like on a more comfortable controller was like a huge plus or not. So yo, chef, thanks for the glue. Dying. Yeah, it's like I can use the GameCube controller like all day and be fine, and then like a 3-hour session with the SNES controller just like made my thumb like so sore. I was like, nah. I'd imagine though the NES controller is probably even less comfortable. I've never really used an NES controller. I'm glad I hit A and it just didn't do anything there because, yep. But the NES controller is like a square, or it's a rectangle, I guess, technically. Yeah, well, all rectangles are squares, technically. Alright. Wind Waker? Have you ever played Wind Waker or just never finished it? Damn. Imagine that within the same like 1 year span, we get Cats and Skittle to play through Wind Waker and Bug Fables. Say less, baby. Say less. Yeah, I remember Ebo, he did a Wind Waker playthrough, like, in the summer last year or something, and he got to the Triforce Shard part and just didn't finish, and we were like, bruh, you're like literally right at the end of the game, dude. So I think this is when he wanted to try Rando, and I was like, man, you should probably at least play the game before you do fucking Rando of it. I couldn't imagine wanting to do randos of a game before casually playing it, at least. Same rule for like speedrunning the game. But yeah, Wind Waker HD is actually a good version of the game. The only like dumb thing with it is like it just has a lot of like lag issues for some reason. I don't know why. Like with bombs, they just like lag a ton, and like the Goma fight, I remember, it lags so much. I don't know what the issue is, like why it's like that, and they never fixed it either, which is pretty epic. I did that exact same thing previously shown. Yeah, I'll stop playing after the Triforce shard hunting. Yeah, it sucks that that's basically a product of Wind Waker being a rushed game, which is sad. Because as much as we love Wind Waker could have been like so much bigger, so much like better than what it is. It could have had so much more in it. Because there's like so much things that just didn't get to happen, which is shitty. You played Wind Waker, and you didn't realize the GameCube didn't have a memory card until midway through, and then you got almost to the end of Wind Tunnel before you turn off your GameCube. Jeez. That's a long session, unless you just left your GameCube on for like a long time. The tragedy though of memory cards. I remember as a kid I like was biking to a friend's house, and I think like I had like my stuff in like a plastic bag, and I guess like it had like a hole in the bottom because like I just lost my memory card, and it was just like gone forever, and that had like all my shit on it, and I was like, man, come on, dog. It was this like cool memory card. It was like blue, and it had like a lot of storage on it. A lot more than like the 52 blocks or whatever the default one has. You know, that's fair. I never thought about that in Zelda. You don't save after you finish like temples or anything. You have to like manually save. And I don't know if the game like tells you. It's like, by the way, make sure you hit the save button. I guess that's like one good thing with like Paper Mario and like RPGs and such. Like you beat a chapter and then it's like, hey, do you want to save? Getting a backwalk here is just ass because you target like everything in sight. And then like even more so like in Paper Mario, for example, they have like the save blocks all throughout the world. So it's like you get to a new area and it's like, oh, might as well save. There's a save block right in front of me. Let's just save real quick while we're here. Yeah, Richie, how are you? Lost 8 hours of Triforce shard hunting since a thunderstorm is coming and turn your GameCube off to prevent a power surge. No. I remember years ago when I was casualing through the second Sly Cooper game on PS2. We had like some thunderstorm and it made like my TV turn off, but my PlayStation stayed on the whole time, and I was like, okay, sure. Like, I'm not upset about this, but I was like, what the fuck? How did that work? Leave me alone. Dude. Great game. I never played the third Sly Cooper. I didn't like 2 as much as the first one though, personally. I really like the first game though. And it's convenient that the speedrun's really cool for the first game. Any spinners out here? Man, to beat shoutouts on OT, and the power went out at the boat, bruh. That's like literally at the very end. That's so trash. Power outages are just the worst because there's just nothing you can do about them unless you happen to have like a battery backup or like a generator in your house or something like that. Yeah, 2 and 3, like 1 sort of had like the stealth element to it. It was like there for sure, but it wasn't as prominent. It was kind of like a platformer that had some stealth like built into it, but 2 at least had some like straight up like just like I just guess it was just more like mission based in a sense, and definitely had like sections where it's like, yep, this is like basically a stealth section. At least at the time I played through, I remember the music being a lot better in the first game in my opinion. Not sure what the consensus is on Sly 3 because I never really watched much on it and I never played it. I own the game, but I just never touched it. I bought those like 6 years ago, probably at this point. I love your talk range. Oh, split, I guess. Not used to that split existing. Alright, good and slow has my favorite. I also thought the story of 2 was also kind of weird. It just like randomly shoved clockwork in at the end. I'm like, okay. Sure, I guess, but alright. Okay. Does anyone remember in like 2012 or something when they said they were making like a Sly Cooper movie and then it just didn't happen? And then apparently that they like reworked it into like a TV show instead, and then that just never happened either. I think because apparently the Ratchet and Clank movie didn't do that good apparently, so they probably just axed that in return, I'd assume is the reasoning. At least apparently for the Ratchet and Clank one, I guess, I think I remember hearing if you were a fan of the games, it was good, but if you weren't, then it was like whatever, apparently. Which, yep. It's like that. Shout out to Zora here, making that jump ultra free as hell. Can make that jump IRL. True. We should go jump on some lily pads at the next GDQ. I think that'd be pretty hype. Find a pond nearby and just start jumping in lily pads. Okay. Okay. Shoutouts to wherever that sound is in our left ear currently. Alright, time to fill this pause because it's like one frame. Yeah! Woo. I know, I have his stream up. Alright. For the first time in 10 years, he remembers to go to Pinnacle Rock first. Oh my fucking god. I know a huge fun fact that didn't happen a single time in all the amounts of times I've practiced that super swim. So of course when you do it in a run, that shit would happen. Pretty epic. Yo, Josh, how are you? How's the weather? Imagine if they just let you equip Ocarina and just play it underwater. At least Ocarina Items works. At least we have that going for us. Just the jump here being like ultra scuffed. Just play a bad version of the game. Forehead. You know what the best part is? I forgot to split for Pinnacle Rock anyways. I swear to God, I need to delete this Pinnacle Rock split because I literally forget it like every run, or I just go to Pirate's Fortress first anyways. Like, it's such a filler split for me anyways. It's like, who cares? I'm so conditioned to having long splits anyways, so it's like, having like all these short splits is like whatever to me. I think it would only matter. I think with equips, I think it's technically faster to do Pinnacle Rock first, but I guess if you failed duping your bottles at Woodfall, it would make more sense to go to Pirate's Fortress first, because then you could dupe your bottles here. Should I also have you jump in the tank here? They can catch you in the water, which makes sense. No adapter, Mom. Yeah, I like that, Hez. I was practicing that one a bunch recently. You're shitting me, man. I've never done that, but I was expecting that to happen eventually. Okay. I missed anyways. Dude. Oh my god. My life. Too bad having like bombs for this fight doesn't really do much, I don't think. Why does it teleport you so far back? I guess for the cutscene, but it's still weird. Yeah, I mean, I'll definitely keep the hook shot split. I think that one's fine. Because, like, the Pinnacle Rock split, the only thing that would, in most cases, ever change is if I end up actually, like, failing the Woodfall, like, spawning cutscene skip or not. That's, like, the only thing that would, like, realistically change. I like the part where you just like can't avoid these enemies sometimes. It's kind of hype. Oh, I should have done a quip in there. Also, it turns out there is a way you can get the upper chest here with Fierce Deity in Rando if you don't have like bombs or hookshot. Oh yeah, I guess that would be true. It would change in that case. Just don't fuck up, forehead. I was messing with it the other day, and it wasn't that bad. It's just like a little dumb because for that, you go on top, like the top hookshot pillar on like the upper bridge where the door that leads to like the hidden area in the hookshot room is, where you shoot the beehive from normally. You like stand on top of the hookshot pillar up there, and you like jump onto like the seam, onto like the brown like sloped wall. And brain moment. If you fall, it's like, oh, you have to go all the way back up, which is pretty hype. Well, I guess that's why you would do it like that. Well, no. Actually, I should be equipping a hookshot there, actually, not bombs. Because I'm not doing the turtle cutscene skip. I guess if I was, well, either way, I guess it wouldn't really matter. Alright, time to fail this cutscene skip, poggers. Update, we didn't fail it, poggers. I don't know if that one has more frames than other cutscene skips, but that one just feels like so easy in comparison for some reason. Time to play. How many times can my down input not go through? Hello? What the fuck? The amount of times my C down just got eaten was hype right there. Adjust and start button? What does that mean? Oh, that start button. I feel like I would have preferred it if it was still just like flat on the top, but I like how it wasn't so like wobbly like the actual GameCube start button is. Yeah. Maybe just buy the start button he has and like sand down the top so it's like flat. Oh yeah. I forgot it does it like that for some reason. Yeah, even it's, I guess it kind of makes sense, but it's still weird because if I equip bombs or equip the bomb duped bottle that I have and then I get bombs, which deletes my bottle but gives me bombs again, it doesn't automatically put bombs on my C button. It would put the, it just doesn't do that. It just keeps the bottle. So either way I have to re-equip, so I guess it doesn't actually matter. So I guess equip hookshot there actually instead, since I need hookshot anyways. I'm glad Justin was also like, what? Yeah, I think out of context saying adjust and start button is question mark. Oh yeah, boat ride moment for the first time in a minute. Oops. You know, why'd they put the bombs in the back one? What sense is that? Trying to lose your sunglasses? Dude, I love losing my sunglasses in the water. That is the only... Who the fuck is this? I just saw like a random account pop up on the side of my screen and I have zero idea who this is, but they have a highlight from last year of Mario, question mark. Who the fuck is this? Huh. I have no idea who that is. Man, fuck me, I didn't curl enough. Where is he? Oh my fucking god, man. Dude, I hate that shit so much. It's so stupid that it can happen. Literally, all I had to do was just not hold up like a fucking idiot. Because if you hold B to like charge, I guess, charge your fins, he won't fall off the ledge. But if you hold B and hold forward, you'll just run off the edge, which I guess makes sense, but it's stupid when you do that. Just, yeah. But also, none of that would have been relevant if I just had done the initial movement correctly, because I didn't do it right. When you mentioned sunglasses, I was gonna say that's like the only plus to wearing glasses normally is that I have like the transitions lenses. So like when I go in sun, it just like gets dark automatically. So it's not like, oh darn, I forgot my sunglasses at home or something. It's just, yep, they just switch on their own. That's like the only plus. Everything else just kind of sucks. I always say, I think anyone who's just born with like perfect vision or basically perfect vision is like, you don't know how good you have it. Just not having to deal with this shit. Because everything else about it just sucks. But that's like the one plus it gives. I don't know if this is a thing for y'all, but like on like the following sidebar on Twitch, like it'll show me like all the live people crazy, but then like below, once like it gets through everyone who's online, it'll show like random offline accounts, and it showed this like random account called like goodtime07, and I don't recognize the name at all, but apparently there's some old ass Mario runner and they maybe changed their name or something. I don't know. So I went to their SRC profile and all their runs are from 2017. Yeah, I super like don't recognize who this is. All right. All right, I guess I wanted Ocarina actually still. Another thing about it. I don't understand why the camera like pans a different direction sometimes there. It's one I never understood. I've yet to have that Dinophos troll me, but I know he can just like just go to one of the sides and just make the fight awkward. Which is pretty hype, I would say. Alright, time for the weirdest Ocarina dive. This one's just weird. That one's weird. You just literally like hold B and just mash Ocarina and it just kind of works. All right, and we're gonna want that. Dude. Well, like, Jesus. Love failing on target. Or unlock, I guess. Definitely play that like way safer than it needs to be, but you know. You know. Gotta hold my hand as far from the A button as possible. I feel like I split like literally at a different time there every time. To get the big key skip, that is the important part of it. Nah, I've never rolled there accidentally. But definitely a force of habit to just make sure I don't roll there instinctively. Did Twitch fuck up, or is it just the stream I'm watching? There's one. Kind of the stream I'm watching just died, kind of. We have 15 bombs. If we can get another one though, I'd be happy, because fuck lullaby skip, right? Alright, guess we're moving on. I forgot how big Justin's cam is on his layout. Did he make it bigger recently? Am I tripping? Wait, that's the ferry. make it bigger. That'd be a good meme one. Alright, time to get fucked. Come back, camera. I'm a dumbass. That's like the most annoying way to fail ISG, high key. That, I don't understand why that's a thing. Why sometimes, like, you are slashing and then you pull a bomb and he just like slides off. I don't understand that one at all. There's like a little like mini hover you do here you're supposed to do to keep ISG, but I don't get it. Yep. I'm right on the corner. And we're stuck, baby. Yes. Being stuck there is not hype. Alright. The worst of it's over. TM. No RNG bomb drop, feels bad. Just get one bomb drop, should be enough. Should be more than enough, I think. Okay, that's not the right thing. That's not the right angle. Okay. Real stick moment. Don't bring a stick to a magic fight. Or the other way around. Don't bring a magic fight when your opponent's got a stick. Just a hook shot making this dungeon way better. Where did it go? Where did my chew go? What the fuck? It just like, I'm pretty sure did that setup right. And it just missed. Alright. So yo, XY? Yeah, exactly. Alright, I guess I have to repause later anyways, actually. Where I bombed you, it's dead, sadly. Damn, in that offline part of my following, I just saw Dutch J appear under there. I haven't thought of that name in like a year. Alright, already fucking up. One of my arrows missed. And I also fucked up the beginning, which just threw off my rhythm. Oh, really, cats? That's interesting. He was like interesting because he had like reverse splits. He had like white mode splits. It was so weird. Like no one else. I've never seen someone else with splits like his. All right, milk time. Well, gainer time, and then milk time. Glitchless moment. Give me a bomb, maybe. Because bombs don't exist, actually. Fun fact. Light. Alright, at Toby. Man, we really said it. Hey, can I have some milk? I do that like every time. I always like do like a 2-punch combo there because I'm just mashing B. Toby uses light mode Discord. I don't know if he still does, but he definitely did at one point, and we're all like, bruh. Dude, just hit the thing. Damn it. That's a hard Hess. To keep going. Meanwhile, on Discord mobile, I use like the experimental OLED thing where it makes Discord like completely black. I'm at this point I'm just so used to it for mobile Discord. Bomb drop maybe? Yeah, give me that shit. Is the fucker nearby? Whatever. That's high enough. Yeah, I don't know if it's on iOS or not. Bruh. That probably hurt. Shouts to that clip being like, I swear, like the weirdest clip. I don't understand why that works. It's so awkward. Okay. That missed what? Okay. Well, that's a problem. I didn't get arrows in the grass at fucking... Oh my god. I didn't get arrows in the grass at... Oh my god. We're just gonna have a nice clean fight. I have no idea how many jump slashes this takes. Dude. Alright, well, thank fuck. What a silly mistake. Like, literally at Akana, where you get the bomb drop, there's literally arrows directly beside it. I just forgot to get them. Just wasn't a thing in my mind. I have glitched health, I'm pretty sure, so I don't know if this is even gonna work. Well, it worked. I have to get arrows anyways, though, from the other side, so we don't get to do the extended bow shit. Sadly. Oh. Glitchless time. All right. Also, that fairy just like ultra like peepo-leaved. I also should have equipped the ocarina because I need ocarina also. That one's actually hard, 'cause you have to play the song like really fast and play it correctly the first try, pretty much. You can't like fuck up the notes. Come on, dog. Are you getting Giant's Mask? I think Giant's Mask is really cool conceptually, but it sucks at how like inconsistent it is in the run. That clip, I'm pretty sure the bomb placement matters, like where you put it. I think it's like precise, kind of like the Zora one in the first trip to Stone Tower Temple. It's like, I don't really understand it, and I think it's like the roll timing's also like pretty precise. Is my understanding. Wasn't that just a lovely pattern? It actually ended up not being awful, but it looked worse than what it was. It looked pretty bad. I'm glad I looked at Yoshi and looked and just saw a G-type pure Michigan dick. I think it's technically better to not use light arrows here, but that means less arrows I have to hit. They also have a Song of Time tech stuff you can't side hop to avoid Twin Mold. And I found out you can't pause with the Song of Time text up. So if I wanted to drink my milk, I would have to like equip milk prior to pulling it up as like a safety strat if I really wanted to. I think it's pretty likely though that you don't die. But you definitely just get like unlucky sometimes, and like Twimble just runs into you constantly, and with the Song of Time text up, there's nothing you can really do about it. Pure though, right? What are we braying at? need a bomb drop. Where the fuck is this hole? Yeah, oh baby. I got 3 bomb drops there, what the hell? I guess we can Hess here. Yeah, it sucks that like you could just get fucked by RNG there because you don't get a bomb drop to hover in here. Damn, see that grab? Real shy moment. Bruh, you're fucking shitting me. I don't see how that wasn't enough hovers to make it in. Do I still have ISG? Well, not anymore. I didn't realize you don't like actually shield drop the dog. Dude. Hello. My height? What the fuck was that? That doesn't make any sense. I hovered and then I lost my height from that hover? What the fuck? That straight up doesn't make sense. Oh my god. Fucking kill me, please. I didn't mean to pull a bomb there. This is so stupid. Once again, wasting minutes to something free. Jesus. How to be a fucking dumb fuck. That's so stupid. I still don't understand why the first hover didn't make it in. That felt like that had enough height, but it somehow didn't. That's just like so annoying. I felt like I did it fine. And then he didn't have enough height. if you didn't want to get a stick, like if this is English, I feel like at this point you would just like go and just get the rupee and just buy like a set of bombs and shoes and just say, fuck it. I feel like maybe like that would still be slower than just like going out and getting first try bomb drop, but also, yep, RNG is pretty epic. That's like the one shitty thing. In Clocktown and Termina, there's just like no guaranteed bomb drops anywhere. If we needed to go like to any other owl statue pretty much, other than like Milk Road, I guess, you could get bombs. Well, I guess out of the owl statues we have open, I guess it's actually only Zora Cape and Akana that have guaranteed bomb drops at them. So I guess if you really wanted to, you could just warp there and get a bomb drop, which in some cases might be faster if you just get unlucky. How does Skull Kid feel? You know, that's a good question. Maybe it's just that strong. It's just that epic of an earthquake. Could you buy a stick from the middle shop? Maybe. I actually don't know. I guess in that case, if you really wanted to, I could just go and get the silver rupee and then just go and buy shoes and then buy a stick. I don't know how much they sell a stick for. I guess if you wanted to buy bombs and shoes, that'd be 70. So you'd have 29 rupees left. I'd assume they don't sell a stick for over 30 bucks. If they do, that's fucking a scam. And if it is 30 bucks, you could get the single rupee. But that could be a strat. It'd be consistent, at least. Stick is 10? Alright. Yeah, that could be a thing, I guess. So we're not, like, prone... We're not at the hands of RNG. Plus having shoes would be nice, because then you could not deal with like dumb hovers at the end here. So maybe I'll just do that, honestly. Say fuck it, right? Why are you posting links here, Justin? You have to ask permission before you can post a link? Bruh. Holy shit. I see G typing something in response to what I just said in Discord. I don't know if he meant to type that in Discord or not, though. Thinking emoji. He did, damn. Damn, look at this sick POV. POV, you are a flower in the tree. I think this is like perfect magic count, I think. Question mark. You got a present for G's birthday? Yo, you got a male prostitute to send to his house? That's hype. the flushed pog. Damn, you got 2 hammers, PhD. Dual wielding. You're nuts. Potentially would have been nice if I had a little bit more magic, but it's fine. Damn, that didn't hit. I love Incarnation because sometimes it's like impossible to shoot him with an arrow. It's just straight up not possible. Probably if you free aim, I guess, but that's fucked. Nice. Cool. That's fucking epic. Dude. I guess I could have rolled into the pot, actually. Alright. That was a pretty shit Majora and a shit ending for a shitty run. It was so bad. What the fuck? Yeah, same GTM actually. What the fuck? What is this tweet? Shy? Again? Who you got? Definitely Incarnation, free. I guess I've never really played Skyward Sword, but I'd say Incarnation beats Zant though. Well, this was a run, I suppose. You know, I never actually submitted my last run that I PB'd with, but I just didn't feel like it because the VOD was in like multiple parts, and I was like, I don't really care to deal with this, so I'm just gonna not deal with it. Ooh, this run. Bob's Morpheus. I guess he has to do runs now. Aw, man. Darn. Guess he has to drop 100%. I don't think he did this category for too long, to my knowledge. I don't think. Yo, random, thank you. And thank you, everyone else. I feel like I haven't seen you in like weeks. Are you in the ditch? Do you need a ladder? This run has so much dumb shit in it, so it should be pretty free to beat, right? All dungeons restricted was old any percent? I guess at one point this would have been any percent, but this has been a thing since I can remember. I'm not sure when this became not any percent. I don't know what the timeline is for that. At least we got something though. And this VOD is all in one piece, so I'll actually submit it this time. God. The end had so much dumb shit in it. That's definite me having a Pona here, even though I never saved her. I guess maybe at the time for you in any percent, it was probably what is currently called any percent no major glitches, which is a huge meme that it's called any percent no major glitches. At least in my opinion, I think calling it no major glitches is like a sick meme. But I think I've shared my opinion on that one plenty of times. Bro, is this real? Damn. I still have like this rando tourney race up on the side, and one guy is fighting Majora, and the other guy hasn't completed a dungeon yet. I'm like, bruh, is this real right now? That is wild. I couldn't imagine. And it's only 11th seed versus 22nd seed. Unless like Mr. 22nd seed just got like super unlucky with where everything was. I don't know. Yahas. Did you get Osmos Prac? Alright, so now what? Shots, everyone? Go. 3. No, what? LCOA star, how are you? Okay, Brack, go off. So since I PB'd, I guess Random has to continue his playthrough, right? Where have you been at, Random? I feel like I haven't seen you in like a minute. At least like 2 minutes or more, probably. Darn, look at all these masks we didn't get. So tragic. I guess we better do another one. True. Yo, same. I also haven't had Osmos since last time I had Osmos. Maybe when Fig and Blue Bob are up here, we'll get Osmos at some point. Yo, let's go. Did you build it, or did you like buy a pre-built, or have someone come by and do it for you? Got a pre-built, nice. I hope it's going good so far. I know sometimes pre-builds can be a little sus with like how they are. I think pre-builds are better now than what they were like 5 years ago or something. Because I think like they used to have a really bad rep, but I think they're like pretty solid now, is my understanding. Damn, the laptop stream is no more, and now he might have more monitor space. Let's go. No longer will be having like the tiniest chat view ever for chat, like a tiny little rectangle. Everyone's getting pre-builds because of it. Yeah, like for like a few months, that was like the only way you could get like a 30 series was if you. Oh my god. Sorry, my train. You could only get a 30 series like from a pre-built, basically. There's a Windmaker race happening right now. I just watched someone be at a quarter heart on Kali demos, and I was like, bruh, not like this. Not like this, dude. Yeah, having an actual computer is pretty nice. It's pretty good. Only one monitor again. Rip. Yeah, you could definitely get like a pretty inexpensive monitor. I think just make sure you get an IPS panel one, because I don't even know if are TN panels still common out there. But TN panel monitors, they just, some of them are okay, I think. Like I think my BenQ is a TN, I think, but they just have like awful colors sometimes. It's not hype. I'll see you, Owl. How are you?